Today's full moon is extra powerful because it's also in combination with the lunar eclipse. So that brings like a double power bundle of cosmic energies, cosmic upgrades, and ascension upgrades that are now available. They're not coming in. Now, the lunar eclipse is all about bringing with it like an accelerated period of growth and transformation. Now, March in itself was very transformational already. You most likely have experienced a lot of growth. Now, this full moon today is actually what anchors in all the growth, all the transformation that you have experienced throughout the month of March, and also now kickstarted with the lunar eclipse. So there's a lot that is happening, and like I said, this energy, the full moon energy, it brings with it a grounding kind of energy, really helping you anchor everything in. And in this video, I want to share with you a powerful light language activation to really help you with anchoring in the growth and transformation that you experience, and also to ease any nervous system activation that may have been caused by the growth and transformation that you experienced this month. Because this month, the energy, and also with the lunar eclipse, it was quite fast paced. Everything that started at the beginning of the month now kind of comes to conclusion. It's being now anchored into the here now, into your being. So the full moon really brings that grounding energy, really assisting you. And with this light language activation, my goal is to really assist you with that on an energetic level, to, for one, bring in any light codes that are now available, and also to ease in to the growth, to really bring ease to your nervous system so you can easily step into the growth that you have experienced. Now, at the end of the activation, I also want to share with you a card from the Surrender Oracle card deck to see what do we now need to surrender with this full moon, because there's such a powerful, potent energy now available now with the full moon and lunar eclipse, combined, that now it's really a perfect time to surrender what no longer serves us. And I will do a reading at the end where drawing one or two cards. I'm getting a sense, I think I need to draw two cards today to give you some insights in what do we need to surrender. And I do want to invite you to also check out the forecast for both the lunar eclipse and the full moon, so you can get insights into the key energies for both, so you can also know how to make the most of it. But for now, if you're ready to receive the activation, join me here to really get present, get grounded in here. Now, put both feet on the ground, take a deep breath in, and when you breathe in, just breathe in light and love. Fill your entire body, your entire being with this loving, uplifting light. And when you breathe out, just let go of anything that doesn't need to be here. Drop into your heart and then close your eyes. You may call upon your soul, your team of guides, your higher self if you so wish, as I now too call upon the highest, best, most loving angel guides, galactic guides, dragon guides, and light beings that can best support us now with this full moon activation. Please step forward, connect with us, surround us with your loving presence. Uplift us and assist us in really opening ourselves up to receiving these codes, these upgrades that are now available to us. We now ask for divine assistance, and please helping us ground in and integrate all the changes, all the growth, the energetic upgrades, the internal and external transformation that we have experienced throughout this month, and now especially also with the lunar eclipse. And please cleanse and clear our energy field, our four bodies, our emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical body, as well as our heart and high heart, of any interferences, any blockages, limitations, fears, and imprints that were caused or triggered by the growth that we have experienced. And please align our body, our mind, and soul to our soul's higher timeline. Align our emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual body to this higher timeline. Lift our consciousness, our frequency, and our being to be in complete alignment with our soul's highest timeline. And please also calm down any nervous system activations that was caused by this growth and transformation that we experience, and attune our nervous system to this higher timeline as well. Anchor within us the codex of higher awakening, so we can courageously follow our soul's higher path and purpose. And so it is. Narastere elukaran ka ayun raa lere e ka e kur na kai nukutuum. Nos tara Allah, nos turu ura nakata ai, nura nakata a, nae wakete el ara, nukura nakata ai, kurasta a, nala al alena, nakai ku unakata e nuka a nekite e, nukuura na ale ere e, ku urunara ale ena ate e, kukunastere elura nae tura anere elura a nal ar a ina lar an ar a ina kata a enuru ura na kata ane e nala alelu kata ane kete ene kete elu kata ane kete enu utu u na astere wakate ene kete e a e unara ala a. Allow yourself to draw in from the spiritual world, from the quantum field, from your higher self, your soul self, your divine self. Bring in all these codes, these codexes that are assisting you in this growth, in this transformation. Anchor that in. Anchored into your being, anchored into the here and now. Bring in all that has transpired, all the growth, the transformation, the lessons, the messages, the gift that you have experienced, that you have become aware of. Bring it all in. Pull it down out of the spiritual into the physical, into your physical body. Anchored in. Kenakata ai kurukata e nai kuurnai kurana ata nastere el ara a inuka a ena a no ust era ahe nere elura ara a in ara a lena ale elukara ana nastere el ara a hikai ku he kuna kata a enara a nekte enuku urana nura la ara erwakate ena a inuku ura. Now we also wish to anchor that within your being, to activate within you, to activate your cells, to merge with your cells, to all that you have just downloaded, all that you have just anchored in, to really become part of your being, part of your essence, part of your energetic signature. Kea ke unai kurana lare wakena ne wakenu ku ustera a nara la arewa kate enai ku urai ku urana kata a nastere el ara aina a inukai ku unaka ane e nukura ana ara ala irwaka. Nastere el ara a inara ala ane kete e nuku una kata ana kata a nuku ura ana kata ane e tura ana ale erwa ate ehe nukur an a e nuru ul ara ahika ahina ata aha nu ust ere el ara ahina nere el ara ahina ata a nast erwa e nura al ara ahina ara a nera al ara ahina ara hade keta a nastera al ara a inuru ulana ale eluku na astere el anekete enuku u uka ahea uku uhana kata anekete una ate enukuta nastere el ara ahiku una kata ena ate ehea wate ehe. Now let it settle for a moment. You may take a deep breath in and let it all settle, that what just transpired. Anchoring it in. Now we also wish to adjust, attune, recalibrate your energetic nervous system, your ascension nervous system, to be in complete alignment with the growth that you have just experienced. You may imagine or feel this nervous system being calmed down and also expanded to align yourself, to adapt to this new growth, to calibrate to this new growth that you've just experienced. Kera la arahai kurana e watere elara ai nara alera ai kurana a ne ele era ara kutane katu ura kata ene kuta anera ara aha nala ale ele akete ne kete ena kata anea e unara nere ela ara ahika ai hiku una kata e ku una kata ane kete ene kutu nastere elara ahina ale ere lara ale ere ikatene kete ene kutu una nastere ela nestere el ara a iwakete ake una nere el wakete ena a Now you may wish to ground yourself back into the here and now, really feeling yourself steadfast, deeply connected with the here and now. You may also connect with Mother Earth, drawing in the beautiful energy from Mother Earth up into your being, through your being, all the way up out of your crown into the cosmos, and also connecting to up above with Father Sky to bring in, draw down his beautiful frequency coming into your crown, going all the way through your body, all the way down into Mother Earth, seeing these two streams of light coming in from up above and from down below, flowing effortlessly at all times. You're deeply connected. You are the bridge that bridges heaven and earth, from up above to down below, from down below to up above. Centered, grounded, in alignment. Ke narahare wach nere elare wa nere elara ahi nukura nakatai kuura na araha nere elwara ala ale elwakate ena katai kura nakata nastere elara ai nukra kata aira alara are wakite nuru stere el ara nustura alere elwakata nektu nakate enukutu ne elwa nele elwa nakaenu kuushtu uhuta. This transmission is now complete. You have been assisted with anchoring in, grounding in the transformation, the growth that you have just experienced. Go about your day in this deeply connected, deeply grounded, deeply awakened, and activated state of being. And when we mention activated, we do not speak of your nervous system being activated, but you being activated to your higher self, to your soul self, your awakened self. Stay connected to that part of you. Go about your life in this deeply connected, awakened state of being. Blessed be, beloved. Blessed be. Activate, you have been. Grounded into the here and now, you have been. Blessed be. Now you may take a deep breath in and let it settle for a moment. Whenever you're ready, you may open up your eyes again and come back into the here and now. That was quite a beautiful grounding energy. I could feel myself really getting heavy in my chair. My feet are very connected to Mother Earth now. They're quite intensely, not burning, but I have this deep activated sensation in my feet now. So there's definitely a lot of grounding energy. It's still flowing. I'm still getting the sense that this activation is going to continue for another 4 to 5 hours. So just be gentle with yourself. Let this activation continue until you have received anything and everything that is to your highest and greatest good. Now, I really hope that you enjoyed this activation. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know, how did you feel about this activation? What was your experience? I would love to know. And now let me share with you the surrender card, so we can see what do we need to surrender. So if you can please just tune in with me and just open ourselves up to receiving the insights, the guidance, to see what is it that we need to surrender now with this full moon today. What do we need to surrender that is no longer to our highest and greatest good, and that we're now ready to really surrender, to release. So I get the sense that I need to draw 2 cards. So here I got 2 cards because the full moon and the lunar eclipse. So I really feel that we need 2 cards. So, oh, that's beautiful. So the first card is surrender to miracles. How beautiful is that, right? Open yourself up to the miracles in your life. There's so much that you haven't tapped into. There's so much that is now available to you. So surrender yourself to that. Open yourself up and also believe in miracles. Let me read to you what is on the card. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So here, this is so beautiful. And the card is all about the dolphins, in the water and stuff. So that in itself is a miracle, right? Seeing dolphins, seeing, the animals in your life, seeing everything in your life. Everything is a miracle, right? It was created out of basically a miracle, right? It didn't just disappear just like that. Everything is a miracle. You are experiencing miracles in your life every single day. And now the invitation is to really surrender yourself to that even more. Open yourself up to receiving even more miracles, even more blessings in your life, even more abundance in your life. Really open yourself up to that. For one, you got to believe that miracles are really possible for you. No matter where you're at in life, what is going on in your life, how bad or how good or how challenging or how easy things are in your life, you are a divine being. You deserve and are capable and are able and deserving of miracles. So here is surrender yourself to miracles. So now moving forward, what can you do to really be more at ease throughout your day, to open yourself up to the miracles? Even ask for miracles. Whatever it is that you want, I want a miracle. I now call up on miracles in my life. And be in that surrendered, detached type of energy, allowing miracles to occur in your life. So that was the first card of what we are now ready to surrender us to with this full moon. Now, the second card is surrender. You need to always be right. And I do get the sense that this is really a nice combination with surrender to miracles, because if you always feel like that you are right, that whatever you say and do and want is right, it's just, this is just how it is, you're actually closing yourself off to experiencing miracles, to a higher solution, to a higher way. And that can also cause some resistance, some interference with other people as well. So let me read the card to you, what's on the card. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Now, have you ever been with someone that whenever you had a conversation, they just needed to have the last word? Or they just needed to be right, even though maybe they weren't really right, but they were just, I had to be right. It was their way or no way, right? It was probably very frustrating for you, right? That you had to deal with that. You had to experience that. So here, accept everyone for who they are, for what they believe in. Just let them be. If you feel like that someone wants to be right, let them be. Take the high road. But then also for you as well. Don't push your beliefs, your thoughts, or what you think is right onto other people, because they're maybe thinking the same way, like, well, he or she is not right? So surrender that you need to always be right, because when you do that, you actually also open yourself up to higher solutions, to different ways, to infinite ways of going about things. Okay? So these are the two cards of what to surrender to. So one is to surrender yourself to miracles, and the other one is surrender the need to be right. So these, I think, like I said, go quite nicely together, because when you surrender yourself to being right, you don't also surrender yourself to being open to miracles, right? Because then you're actually opening yourself up to the infinite ways miracles can come into your life. Okay, so here's the beautiful message of what to surrender. Now let me share with you of what you can do to really make the most out of this full moon lunar eclipse superpower energetic bundle to really receive the biggest transformation. First and foremost, you want to take time out to let it all settle in. Really grounding is key here. Ground yourself into the here and now. Now, of course, you can always come back to this activation again, re-listen to it again to really anchor in whatever has unfolded, because now we're in this eclipse gateway. From now until the 8th, when we have the solar eclipse, that's then when the gateway closes. So from now until then, you will feel that sense of growth and transformation, that accelerated period of growth and transformation. So if you're feeling a little ungrounded with everything, just come back to this activation. It will still assist you later down the line as well, even though it's not the full moon anymore. But the key energy of the full moon actually carries further as well. It doesn't just end in the next day after the full moon. It still carries further along. So you can always come back to this activation as well. But grounding yourself, grounding the energy is very important now and moving forward. Because one thing that I share in the eclipse video, the lunar eclipse video, is that there's growth and then there's a pause, So you need to integrate any transformation, any growth that you experience. And with this full moon, it's a time of pause, of grounding, of letting it all settle. And then also work with whatever comes up, any doubts, any fears, anything that is coming up, work with that, work through it, break through it, make a different choice. transform, transmute, and dissolve it, like really sending light and love into whatever is coming up, seeing it dissolve into nothingness where it came from, and then replace it with more love, with more light. That's what you can do to really make the most out of it, is like really work the energy, make some time, make some space to really tune into the energy, and then focus on the grounding, the releasing, working with whatever is coming up. Because the full moon is really helping you anchor in all that growth and all the transformation that has transpired since March began. And then also, now with this lunar eclipse as well. So here you go. You have the beautiful activation. You have the guidance from what to surrender now. You have, more about what you can do to make the most of this. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Now be sure to check out these two videos here. It's the forecast for the full moon and the lunar eclipse, so you can get all the details about both of those events. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.